Hey everybody, welcome back to Nova's one disc video anthology of putters, today featuring the Streamline Neutron Stabilizer. But before we get to that, if you want to be sure to catch every episode of Nova's one disc video anthology of putters, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell. You'll be glad you did because you won't miss another episode. In just a minute, we'll be going to the course to throw the Streamline Neutron Stabilizer, a speed 3, glide 3.5 overstable putter from Streamline Discs. It is a blunt chunker. It feels big in the hand and it resists a headwind. And as you'll see in the video in a second, that's going to be a really important detail. Alright, it is a windy day here on the plains at Missouri Western State University. That is not a small flag. That flag is immense, and you can see it is at full extension. Got the wind blowing 25-35 miles an hour in going to the moon units. That's 40 to 56 kilometers per hour in not going to the moon units. With the Streamline Neutron Stabilizer throwing across the wind on hole 1, not doing anything too fancy, just getting it up the hill to the edge of the circle. You can see the effect of the wind on my hair, my clothing, and the camera. Alright, let's give that another go. No. Alright, I've put a really heavy thing on the tripod. Hopefully it'll stay put now. And that tailwind just denies the putt, so let's just bang that in. We'll move along to hole number 2 on this windy day. 250 feet, just gonna try to throw a big hyzer with the stabilizer. Let's get this catch cam set up and run back to the tee pad and get ready to throw. No! You know what? Forget it. Not doing catch cam today. Let's just go one camera. There's the big hyzer, hanging it out to the right, letting that overstability of the stabilizer bring it back. And you can see I've overshot the basket here by about 35 feet. And I've got this comebacker. And this is no day to get a disc nose up into the wind. So I just put that putt low and bang it in. And watch this. That's not a magnetic basket, that's the wind. That is how windy it is today. Alright, we'll move along to hole 3, and there's no way I'm doing a high nose up anhyzer today. Not in this wind. So here comes the rare forehand. It's rare for me, I'm bad at forehands. And with the tailwind, this one carried and carried and carried. And we're gonna find the disc in this washout that the university has filled in with bits of concrete, rubble, and debris to prevent further erosion. Gonna be a little bit of a rough stance down there. And not sure if I caught the trunk of that tree or a jerk branch from the scrub brush that surrounds it, but I'm left with a putt. And no! In my defense, I don't putt with the stabilizer. It's very unfamiliar to me. Also, it's windy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, hole 4. Got one big bushy guardian tree in the center of the fairway. Just gotta run around it to the right on a big hyzer. And the wind coming from the left prevents the stabilizer from fighting back. It just went straight and straight and straight. And I ended up way over there on the right-hand side. That's not a knock on the disc. That's just how windy it was. After a quick little layup, I'm left with about a 10-footer, and that's no easy thing on a breezy day. Alright, hole 5, 212 feet, a little uphill, into that wind. And here's a rare sight. A stabilizer holding an anhyzer line on a high arc all the way to the ground. That's the wind. Tailwind putt drops right in though. Okay, gonna go right into the teeth of the wind on this hole. And I'm not taking any chances with the ravine on the right. Got a little bit of an early release, a little bit of a slip on the mud, and I just hung it out there on the left and didn't get any appreciable distance, setting up a big hyzer upshot. And comes in low, skips off the walking path, and leaves me with just this tap in that I barely sneak in, but it did go in. Hole 7, the wind is going to be coming from my back and from the right to left. So a straight shot with the stabilizer, glides, and at the end it fades and slides past the basket and about 30 feet to the left and downhill. This was not an easy putt, particularly with the headwind, but the stabilizer went right into it. I was very pleased with that. Hole 8, step 1 is yeeted uphill as far as possible, and I barely got to the crest of the ridge. The headwind is very strong here, and now I just give this a good hard pull into that headwind, and it rides and rides and rides and never fades out. It held the line the whole way, keeping me right in the middle. Here's a low upshot into that headwind because a high upshot's going to stall out and blow away. This is no day to be far from the ground. And moving on to the last hole. In fair weather, this is a big max distance yeet with a putter, but today I'm just trying to keep it in the same county. Came up a little short of the walking path, probably 60 feet from the basket, and I've got no choice but to make a forehand approach shot because the wind is coming from the right, and if I go backhand, it's going to blow away. Alright, the Streamline Neutron Stabilizer held up really well on this windy day. Let's have a look at it and go back to the studio. Alright, that was 9 holes at Missouri Western State University, throwing only the Streamline Neutron Stabilizer Speed 3 overstable putter from Streamline Discs. On a windy day, such as you may not experience in your own homes, this big chunker held up really well in the wind. I'm quite happy about it. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. You'll be glad you did because you won't miss another episode of Nova's One Disc Video Anthology of Putters. I'll see you then. I talk good, I have many words. Okay, let's do that again.